Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today is actually kind of so this is the last video that I'm filming before we go on vacation. I'm pre-filming a couple of videos, I think like 3, and honestly, we're just going to kind of wing it today because I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not quite sure, if it's going to turn out that way. I've kind of been torn lately between trying to do looks that I already kind of know how to do and do them a little more, with more detail, more intricacy, or doing looks that I am not very good at and doing them a little simpler, but, kind of just testing my boundaries. But one thing's for sure, I do know that I want to dive back into the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette. There are some colors in here that I didn't really get to try the first time around, and I'm excited to dig back into it. Alright, I zoomed you guys in just a little bit closer, and I guess we'll just dive into this. So, the first shade that I want to go into is this brown shade right here. I don't have any clue what the name of this shade is. It's Nancy. I had to look it up. So I'm going to dive into this one right here, and I'm going to use this shade as a transition shade. Okay, so the way that I tried to do this transition shade is I'm just going to try to go for it, and I want to try to do like a cut with a wing. I've never done it before, but all I know is that we do have to try to, do the shadow in a way that, kind of facilitates it being cut with concealer like that. Does that make sense? I had to blend the shadow kind of in a wing shape. That's probably a little bit of a better way to explain it. So next up, I want to go into a really beautiful red, and that is the shade right here called Malice. I'm going to focus this just in the crease, and also blending it, kind of keeping in mind the shape that I want to cut with the concealer. Okay, I've got both colors kind of where I want them. I feel like it kind of sucks, but we'll have to see once everything kind of goes the way it should, if it really does suck or not. So what I'm going to do next is take my concealer, and like, anytime that I cut anything with concealer, I'm going to run a bunch of it on the back of my hand, and somehow I'm going to try to cut this lid and wing it out. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll find a way. Okay, so the lids are cut, and I tried to get them as even as I could, kind of like going in the same angle, same direction and everything, but I don't actually know how I did. For the portion that I cut with the concealer, I want to go in with a shimmer shade. So I took a nice little flat brush, and I think the shade I want to go into here, it's called Alexandra. I didn't set this concealer either, so what we're going to put on should stick pretty well. So let's go into Alexandra a little bit with this brush, and we are going to start packing this on over the areas that I cut with the concealer. And lastly, before I go into my face makeup and wing liner, or whatever I decide to do, I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner in Crystal Silk. This is kind of a really nice, more of a cool toned gold liner, and I'm going to line this whole area, this whole wing that we cut with the concealer. Alright guys, so I finished my face makeup. I did the glitter liner along the cut. I did my regular black liner, But the problem was, once I did the black liner, I thought, man, okay, that looks kind of intense compared to, you know, the whole rest of the look because it's really light. So I figured, why not just use more glitter? So I also put a line of glitter liner right above the black liner just to soften it down a teensy bit. So all we have left is to highlight and do the lower lash line, and I think I just want to go back into the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette, and we're going to go in with the darkest shade that we used on the lid just to finish off the lower lash line. Actually, I think I probably lied. I think the red's going to be a little too harsh for how this actually turned out, so I'm going to go into this orange shade here. I think this one was called Ashley, and I'm going to very gently run this along the lower lash line, and you can be fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to be very precise with this, is what I'm trying to say. All you want to do is just smoke this out a little bit to try to get this to match the lid a little better. And to highlight, I'm going to go back into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. I don't know what it is, but I have been obsessed with this lately. And I'm going to take this shade here called Pink Heart, run this along the brow bone. And I'm going to take this on the inner corner as well. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. I have to say, I didn't think it was going to turn out this well. I kind of thought it was going to be a disaster, but it turned out, I mean, let's be serious, there are some things that we can definitely improve on. But I do think for a first attempt that this is really not too terrible. Like I've said in previous videos, I don't try and test stuff out really before I come on camera. This is how I test things. I do play around with makeup, you know, both on and off camera, but I don't test looks before I come on here. So this one I didn't try beforehand. I just kind of decided to do it on a whim, and thankfully it's not too bad. And if you guys like how this turned out, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and remember to hit that subscribe button either down below or right up here in the corner before you leave. I hope y'all are having an amazing week, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!